Hope everybody's doing well. Let's get everything connected in. Sure we're going good. Welcome to Sunday dinner with the friends. I'm here first. Pastor Anika is still getting ready. Fanika is still putting on clothes and lashes and the whole nine, trying to be sure that she is camera ready, camera appropriate. So she's coming. I promise she's coming. But while we wait for her arrival, I want to say good afternoon to everybody. Um, okay, let's see. Just want to be sure this is coming through clear. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? All right. Okay. It looks like we're at least going decent on this side. All right. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be sure everything looks good from a streaming perspective. You know how it is with technology and going live. So I'm just trying to be sure we're good. Um, I mean, you have you came to both services. Okay, come on, both services. We had a really good day today. This has been a really exciting day. A lot has been going on today with our All Nations stuff. So All Nations has been was a really solid day all the way around. So I hope those of you all that were able to come to service enjoyed it. I felt like we had a good day, and thank you all for tuning in with us today. Also, I'm very grateful y'all tuning in for a Sunday dinner with myself and Fanika. I'm starting to grow fond of these opportunities for us to get together just randomly and just kind of sharing with you all and bringing you all into our home just for a little bit of conversation while we cook. So I'm going to set you all up. I'm gonna set you all up. I made it off the roof safely. God be praised. I didn't die. God was faithful. He kept me on that roof. Isn't he a keeper? If you want to be kept, he kept me on the. He kept me safe on the rooftop. Praise his name. So I'm very, 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 very glad for that piece. All right. And so what we're gonna do today now, I want to give you all just premise a couple things while I wait for the woman of God to show up. She may be another couple minutes. Y'all know how y'all do, ladies, when it's time to get ready, and you ain't gonna come on the camera unless everything is in place the way it's supposed to be. So she had to be sure every hair was in the right place, and she had to be sure that the eyebrows were where they were needed to be. So she is finishing getting getting all of her stuff together. She's getting her life together. So I'm going to share a little bit of what we've already done with you all yesterday, because Ashriel turned 15, which is hard to even imagine that we've got one that's going to be driving this time next year. It is paralyzing to think that I've got a teenager that'll be ready to drive next year. Matter of fact, I just took her and our niece Zion driving just a few minutes ago before we came on here around the neighborhood. And I'm telling you, teaching a teenager to drive is one of the most terrifying things I've ever done in my life. And I've done a lot of dare. It was safer on the roof than it was teaching a teenager how to drive. So we yesterday we cooked a really big dinner. Fanika did macaroni. She did yams. I barbecued some Kaneka sausage. Now you gotta be from the country to know what Kaneka sausage is. I barbecued Kaneka sausage and some steak and burgers and some chicken and all of that good stuff. So we made a really, really, really big dinner yesterday. So we are eating off of the remains of that most of the day today. But I did a dessert that Fanika said I need to walk back through this. Y'all listen. So what has happened is God has anointed my hands for the culinary, and it just happened all of a sudden. I wasn't expecting it to happen. All I knew is all of a sudden I could, I just felt like I had a little grace to cook. I don't know where it came from. God just blessed me. He let it hit the crown of my head. And when it did, it won't stop. So it started out with just stuff on the grill. And then it just kind of escalated to me trying to cook anything that I could get my hands on. So I've been, I Stovetop Kisses, Danny, she's a good friend of ours, and so we watch her YouTube videos often. And so this week, I was looking for a banana pudding piece, and I found something she did 2 years ago that was so daggone easy. It's probably the easiest dessert I've ever tried to make. So we're gonna make it here together once Anika comes up here. But the last song that the team sung today from our worship service, that is an original. So a lot of we've been doing a lot of music that is ours that we haven't put out yet. So some of what you heard today, that last song in particular, was an original song for all nations. So you'll hear it again very, very, very soon. There's definitely some grace on that song. So I want to be sure. I want to be sure that you all hear it again soon, and hopefully we'll be producing it again soon. So, guys, I done bought a mixer. Now, look, this is the season we're in. I done bought a mixer. I only know how to mix one or two things, but I've gotten one. But it's just a cooking anointing that's hit my life. And so when Anika comes up here, we're gonna go ahead and share in walking you all through this together. And I pray I don't mess it up today. I'm cooking dessert. God is making me more versatile in this season. He's expanding me. He's expanding my territory. He's enlarging my territory. So what I want y'all to do, if you all have any questions, anything you want to ask us while we are in the middle of doing dessert today, I want you all to just go ahead and start throwing some questions in the chat now. You all can ask, just about anything. We just kind of, we cook and we answer questions simultaneously. So we do 2 in 1. So we answer life questions. We cook a little bit of dinner all at the same time. So if there's anything you all want to know, anything that you're curious about concerning our story, and our journey together, or any relational stuff, you can feel free to drop your questions in. We're going to get to as many of them as we can over the course of the next 30-40 minutes. This banana pudding pie is so easy. It's going to take me a matter of moments to make it once I get the woman of God here. I don't want to scream. I was about to holler her name, and I realized I got y'all on here, so I don't want to scream too loud. But once I get her on here, we're going to go. So what I'll do is I'll share the ingredients while I wait for y'all to sit. Oh, this is what took her so long.
I'm going to give you a walk back. Let me do that again. Give a little shoulder and take it back. They move. They got to see. They got to get into this, Captain. Get back. Let me get in there. Woo, y'all, baby. I am sir. Y'all, somebody call Twink and Karen them. Baby, you came my way. Yes, Lord. You put a smile up on my face. Hey, y'all. What I supposed to look at, Pastor? What I supposed to look? Tell me what it look. Point me to them, because I'm looking all over. Where I supposed to look? Because they got to get into this cafe. Where I supposed to look? Point me to the camera. Huh? Where's the camera? Pull it down. Woo! Baby, this moo right here, y'all, I just feel like I just want to spin. What we cooking today? Woo! Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Woo! I'm just dancing. Yes, Lord. But give me I need a routine. I almost feel like I'm one of the Pipettes. Gladys Knight in the Pips. Leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Hoo-hoo! Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Hey, glory.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Baby,
yep.
I put this thing on, y'all. This girl named T.S. Couture. T.S. Couture made this thing. Y'all, and the way I'm about to sweep through the city. You just wait. You better wait. Y'all go on my Instagram, because, baby, as soon as this live is over, baby, I'm about to walk. I'm going to sashay for the neighbors. Do you understand me? I'm going a sachet, strange for the neighbors.
Yep.
Ooh, I might not be able to be still. Y'all just excuse me. I'm feeling myself a little bit today. So if I'm just doing a lot of swaying while he's cooking today, if I give y'all all of this, why just don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just here, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Pay attention to the recipe. Don't mind me.
Pills. She see, y'all don't understand. Y'all,
I don't know if I want to be an
don't-
R&B. I don't know if I want to be in the
understand.
choir. See, if I pull it up on my shoulders, I feel like, you know, I'm supposed to be with the Clarks. But I don't want to wear it like that. I want to wear it down like this right here. See, y'all know what I really thought I was going to do in life? I really thought I was going to be a blues singer. Y'all, little did I know I was going to be married to a pastor in the church house. Baby, I thought I was finna take Betty Wright's place.
Oh my God.
Do y'all understand?
Yeah.
The way I thought I was about to take Betty Wright's place? But give me a name. Y'all give me a name. Give me a name. Give me a name. What should my stage name be? Ooh, I'm gonna do a whole routine. Just wait. Okay, babe, you can cook. I'm sorry. Go ahead on. Wait, let me show you. I'm gonna dance it. You take your Cool Whip. Yes, Lord. And what I'm saying, yes, Lord. Wait a minute. Let me see how Betty Wright say. Dun, 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 dun. Give me some music. You have to take your cornmeal. What is this? No, graham cracker. Yes, Lord. And your Cool Whip. You gotta take some carnation milk. And you need a mixer. Oh, you need a mixer. Oh, I lost my earring, but you need a mixer. Oh, you need a mixer. Oh, you need a mixer. Go ahead, Pastor. I'm ready. Whatever you need from me today. Come on. Man, you speechless? Are you speechless? Women, I dare you to do something to make your man speechless today. Just take the speech out of his mouth.
Yo, I've known this woman almost 20 years.
And I left you speechless today.
I don't know why.
I left you speechless today.
I don't know why the foolishness she does still shocks me. I have not figured it out.
Baby.
I don't know why I still act like I'm shocked. I have known her almost 20 years. Over half my life I have known this woman.
I just feel like I need a
and I don't know why she still shocked me.
Or something. I put some apple juice in there. I swear to God, baby. I just need something in my hand. I need something in my hand.
I don't.
Oh, this is fancy.
I don't even know why she's still
See,
shocked.
this I don't feel like I can dance with this one. I feel like I can. Which one, y'all? I think I can dance. Give me a little of that water. What you got in your water? Let me pour. Cause see, I just can't stop doing this. You know, I'm really trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it together. I know I got it.
I just, you know, this bling on here matches my outfit. Okay, go ahead, Pastor. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm done. Thank you. Oh, no, I see a better glass. Oh, this is it. I need this one. Let me go get me a little juice. Hold my glass right there. This is it. Let me go get me a little juice. Give me a little juice.
I can't pull it together. I'm sorry. I promise we didn't plan this. I cannot pull it together.
Ooh, let me get me a little Gatorade and what is this? Cranberry.
I can't pull it together. I'm sorry. I'm coming.
We coming.
I'm coming.
Woo! Yes! That sets the mood right there.
I can't pull it together.
Wait a minute. Get my shoulders.
I'm coming, y'all. I promise I'm coming.
What we doing today, Pastor? This is my ocean spray. This is my ocean spray. I don't even know what a camera is, y'all. Which one I'm looking? It's cranberry mango. But this is what I feel like I need to have in my hand today.
Okay. All right. Let me. I married an idiot.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
I married a fool.
I'm sorry, y'all. You know.
I just.
You know, some of us just can't, you know.
Okay.
All right, what we doing, Pastor? Let's get into this. Let's get into it.
I need a spoon.
You need a spoon? Okay, a big spoon or a little spoon?
Need mad at this point.
Okay. I'm going. I wish y'all could see how Timmy. See, you got.
I'm struggling. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You gotta run with your hands like this. When you got something like this, oh, you gotta just come on, babe. Here. Woo. Okay, what else you need? Okay. You need to take a scoop of whipped cream.
Spread of wine. Go ahead.
You need to. Babe, come on. They came to see this recipe.
Why did you put an ocean spread of wine?
Because I just feel like it. That's what it.
I can't put it together. I'm sorry.
That's what it feel like.
Oh. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
But it was that or Gatorade. I wanted it to look red or reddish.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, what we doing, Pastor? Let's go.
All right, here we go.
I'm ready.
So, guys. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. All right, here we go. All right. Anika.
Yeah. I'm happy, babe. I'm happy.
All right, so this is like a no-bake banana, and y'all can ask questions while you're in here. If y'all ever recover, we're gonna try to get a couple questions. But this is a no-bake. But
What I do, babe? I'm being quiet. What I do? What I do?
it's off the shoulders for dinner prep. It's just, I
Baby,
just cannot.
You gotta keep it
recover.
moving because I'm gonna keep showing it off. Now let's keep it moving.
I can't
Cause
recover.
look at these arms.
I cannot.
Ooh. Oh, babe. Oh, look, and let me tell you how good it is. Look, this is a movement, but look, you can't see that in the arm like when you do with Granny. Baby, T.S. Couture made this, baby. Baby, I'm gonna get me another one. Let me call her. Y'all want me to get me another one before next Sunday? Let me message her and tell her I need me another one.
Guys, this is a no bake. So I'm not really baking. This is a banana pudding pie. All right, it's real easy. This is real easy. Throw your questions in while I try to pull my life together. All right, Cool Whip, cool y'all, and I don't even need the help for this. I think I got myself back together. Cool Whip, look, it's
You gotta tell them how many ounces, babe.
8 ounces of Cool Whip. 8 ounces of Cool Whip. How do you keep your kids interested in learning about Christ? Okay, 8 ounces of Cool Whip. 14 ounces of condensed milk. 14 ounces condensed milk. I mean.
Oh, you pour so nice.
Anika, you really can't say nothing to me right now.
You pour so nice. Ooh. That's amazing.
So the question about our kids is we keep our house just like it is right now. Our house is always like what you see in this moment. This is not for show, even though she caught me off guard the way she did this today. And I think we take pleasure in trying to catch one another off guard. But this is always how our house is. So because
I throw your things away.
So because we don't make being who we are or following Christ anything like super deep, it makes them want to do and or be a part of what we do. So that's the easiest way I can say it. Just make it as real and as relevant to where they are as humanly possible, and it makes them all want to engage all the more. How do you balance ministry and family? My husband pastors it. It's one of our struggles. Anika, I'll let you answer that.
How do you balance ministry and family?
Yep.
My husband pastors.
So pudding, a pack of vanilla pudding. Go ahead, Anika.
I think for us, I primarily, do the house stuff, and I kind of let him do the ministry stuff. And I know that seems weird, because we're in a day and age where, all the wives of kind of like co-pastor. But if my mind is all there, then I can't be here. And then that leaves him kind of, you know what I mean? So what I try to do is take the pressure off of him as much as possible. Now, it is a delicate dance because there are times where, I have to preach and things like that. So what I do is try to either stay, I'm a night owl, okay? So I stay up late and study and do those type of things. But the way I balance it is when we do church at church, before the kids, when we get home, I tell him he have to shut it off. He has to shut it off. Now, if he has to study at night like that or whatever, I give, we be sure we're quiet to, give him an opportunity to do that. But when school is in, he really try to discipline himself and do his studies. Won't you say?
I try.
And most of his prayer
times,
during the day while they're in school. Now, of course, it's been different because they have been home. But what we have started to adopt the model is once we get home, we all in with our kids, because that was a big struggle, probably with us, probably for the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a few years.
Honestly, 6 or 7.
About 6 or 7 years of our marriage, because he would go to the church at like 8 a.m. and sometimes he wouldn't come home till after 7 or 8 p.m. because most people wanted to have meetings with their pastors and they worked 9 to 5 and they couldn't get to the church till after 5. So he would have to stay after do those meetings. So I was doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner alone with at one time I had almost 3 kids.
Yeah,
almost 3 in diapers, potty training 1. And so it got very, very tough. And that was probably the time that I packed up my car and I was leaving.
We ain't gonna tell that story today.
We ain't gonna tell that story today. But the way, thank you, Jesus. But the way we were able to balance that was having really hard conversations about what that was going to look like for our family, because I did not want our kids, to grow up and to resent the church because they felt like the church always took daddy away. And so we had to have some hard conversations, and because I was a single mom before, I was like, I refuse to do that in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And so because we had those conversations and those truths, and I think once he saw how serious I was when I packed it up, and he was like, dang, this lady about to leave with little babies. Dang, I ain't even had a last baby, did I?
Yeah, you had Lele.
I had Lele.
No, you didn't. You were going to leave me with 3.
I was going to leave him with 3.
That's why I got her pregnant again and sure she couldn't leave. So I think the other part of that, and then I'm going to go to the next one, is that balance is not a real word when it comes to doing what we do. There are seasons where things get a little bit more intense from a home perspective. There's seasons when things get a little bit more intense from a ministry perspective. Like there are seasons where Anika and I both are on the road in separate cities. And so balance doesn't feel as real then. But it's why when we're home, we're home. I try my best. Like we've just started recording these videos again. Y'all know we've been on hiatus almost 2 years, just trying to find a new rhythm because we've been so busy. When I'm home. There's a place where you got to check out of ministry and be your first ministry, especially like for me as a husband and having so many girls. Because at the end of the day, I know All Nations loves me, but let's be honest, I could die tomorrow and everybody at All Nations is going to find another pastor within, several months. So I've got to be sure I'm taking care of first things first.
Right. Somebody asked, is 3-year-old too young? Is that what it says?
No.
To teach night prayer? Absolutely not. We started.
Hold on, don't go yet.
Okay.
I got to take the next step in this.
Okay,
all right, that's okay. So I got everything in there.
Oh wait. Somebody said they didn't think you used all the Cool Whip. Let me model.
I did.
Let me model it.
Oh, you gonna model? Oh, Cool Whip is empty. This model, Anika, I can't get caught up.
You're not a modeler.
I can't get caught up. All right, so I got it in the mixer. I'm just gonna let it mix for a few minutes. Let it get nice and.
So is this like a junior KitchenAid mixer?
No.
I've never seen one so tiny.
Huh?
I thought they were bigger.
This is.
Yeah, he loved kitchen gadgets. Okay, he loved kitchen gadgets, so he buy this type of stuff. Bless his heart. I'm still the old school with the hand mixer. He don't want to hand mix like I do. Even when I whip my potatoes and all that type of stuff, I use the hand mixer.
I gotta save my hand.
So he went and got this little KitchenAid thing. I thought they were bigger. I don't know because these hands, baby, it's all in the wrist.
So mix that till it's nice and creamy, which we say we got pretty
decent
creamy. Okay. Where can I find a good children's home Bible study lesson? All right, so for our girls, we went on Amazon and we got a book called The 3-Minute Devotional. So our girls in the morning before their day gets going, and at night before they go to bed, they read
They love it.
They read a 3-minute devotional,
and they have one for girls and a 3-minute devotional for boys.
Yep.
So they have it, and then they also can break it down towards age,
teens, preteens. So for us, and making them come back and say those pieces or go over those pieces with us has gone a long way. In addition, since we've been in quarantine, now I didn't do it today. I still got to do it at some point this evening. I've been doing the children's church lessons. So I'll walk them through the pieces that we go through for their children's church areas of focus. And yeah, so those pieces have been helping a lot.
Yeah, Amazon is a very good tool. Like even when we're doing Friendly Academy, Amazon is just a good tool. And what you do is put in Bible lessons and put in your child's age. And like I said, sometimes they break it down by gender. And so what we do is, and it's funny, you know, when I be laughing, talking about I'm teaching the art of preaching with my kids, but it also is a way for them to recall the story to me. So I'm sure that they understand what it is that they're reading. Absolutely. So I make them, you know, retell me the story and set it up like if they was to build a sermon. And for them, that's fun, you know. And so that's one of the things that we do.
So you want to get some bananas. You don't want to get any green bananas or bananas that have not gotten ripe yet. I think we were supposed to make banana splits with the girls with these a week ago. So these have just, I mean, these have got, like, for me, the perfect ripeness. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it, Anika.
And if you want it to get ripe a little quicker, if you have like a banana that is this, this color, you can just kind of break it, peel it back like that, and just kind of let it sit. So kind of break it, and then in like a day or two, it'll start to ripe a little sooner once you break this part away. Okay.
So I'm gonna just peel the banana up in little bitty slices. Did you all meet before ministry? We met. Anika was in college. I had freshly accepted a call to ministry, but we did meet in church.
Yeah, we met in church.
Now,
I was
Anika
singing.
wasn't saved for real when I met her. She was just getting to know God. But she had grace on her life. So anytime she opened up her mouth to sing, God was with her, and I could not deny it. So we didn't really know each other. Pre-Christ. We met
because
each other
I was already doing ministry, probably in high school. I did a lot of banding, prayer, and getting pastors together in my city and things like that in the mornings when they took prayer out of school. And so, I was kind of that girl that was just churchy, even young. And even when I went off to Alabama A&M in Huntsville, I started doing a Bible study with just my music fraternity and sorority. And then it was another guy that was doing just all guys ministry on campus, and we decided to just kind of merge our ministries, and we started doing a big ministry, and we would probably have over 1,000 people coming, and we was 18, 19 years old, and it was crazy the things that we were doing at 18 and 19 years old, and now I'm 20. And I mean, we had already started doing money on bank systems and everything, and just how innovative the Lord allowed us to be at such a young age. And we didn't even know. I mean, we had lights, we had a praise team, and all of these things. Last minute, you want this one?
One of the rifles over there.
So yeah, we've always been.
So for the most part, as long as we've known each other in some facet, we have been in ministry. How do you get to know your members, being that you all have a mega church? Well, I'll be honest, probably and I'll let Anika probably go in.
Well, we don't
have
a mega church.
Well, it's a larger than what they would call an average church. So I think the part that is grieved, that challenges both of us, is not being able to go out and greet people on a Sunday morning like we used to.
Yeah,
we used to always, like every Sunday, we would go out, hug necks, kiss babies, and we're not in the space where we can do that anymore.
And just because of logistical, because our parking lot is kind of small at our church. So before, I used to help park cars. I was out there standing out there with my sign, greeting everybody as they came in the morning. I would leave out as they were getting ready to do the benediction to welcome the the second group of the second service members to come in, and it started making a nightmare for our parking lot team. So it was something that I had to stop doing. But what we have been trying to do is be very intentional about getting in our members group and
social media is how I've
yeah.
learned a lot of our members now. Social
media. And I'm one of the ones that people often say all the time, I can't believe you responded back to me. I'm like, girl, I'm just a little country person. I don't even know why. I'm just a mom. But I think it is one of those ways that has allowed us to stay connected to our members is through social media. I don't even know if I'm in the camera right now.
So you are. Yep. So we're gonna take the bananas.
Do I need to turn it?
Boom, boom, boom. Y'all see that? Are they getting in? Cause I can't see. Oh, that banana hits the floor. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna throw the bananas in. As crazy as I'm doing this, we're just gonna get the bananas in.
Are you gonna put the recipe at the bottom?
No, they're gonna watch and learn. They're gonna watch and learn. It's a no bake banana pudding. Okay, let me grab another question. All right. What is the one thing people would never guess that you like to do? Ooh,
me?
Yeah. What's one thing people?
Well, I don't know. I guess I always talk about blues songs, so I love to sing. The blues. I try to do it when Pastor's not here.
I like the blues.
He can be a little judgmental.
Are you serious?
Of me.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
But now, baby, I get to singing. You ain't woman enough to take my man.
Are you serious right now?
Woo!
Guys, one thing.
But let me think.
Let's see. Probably.
I'm such an open book. I don't know what.
Something we like to do that people would not believe. You know what? Anika hates scary movies, but we are crime movie fanatics.
Yes, I love all things crime movies. But he is a daredevil. Well, I don't know. Maybe y'all saw him preaching on the roof today, so y'all know he is a daredevil.
I'm a daredevil.
But he is an adrenaline junkie.
I am.
And I am safety city. Okay, so he loves roller coasters. He wants to skydive. He wants to do all these things. And sometimes I feel so bad because I want to do those things with him. But I'm so fearful. Like one time he did this helicopter ride through Georgia for our anniversary. They had to end it about 15 minutes early. Like I feel like I couldn't breathe. I literally almost had a panic attack. I was holding on like this. Yo, I was out there cute with my little heels on, baby, and about threw up in there. I love. Keep me on the ground, baby. Ground me, baby.
And I'm the guy that's gonna take a chance.
Yeah.
So I would skydive. I would do the whole 9 yards if she would let me. She holds me back. She won't let me do half what I want to do.
I try not to, babe. I'm so sorry.
God bless you.
Oh, let me get those other crackers, babe. I think they taste a little better than that. I think you got one.
You don't want the vanilla wafers?
Yeah, but these.
Okay.
The chessmen.
How do you date safely as a single mother and still keep God at the forefront? How long was it before you allowed LeBron to meet your oldest daughter? I was in the delivery room when Ashrael was born.
Our story is a little bit different because we were best friends before I had my oldest daughter, and although I was with her father for 5 years, it was just a really ugly time just because of who his parents was, and they were well known, and my daughter's father, and so it was just a lot of controversy and a lot of stuff being said, and so his family just kind of stepped in, and so that's kind of what and so he just was there from the beginning. So
what I would say to answer that then.
I was very nervous to date. And so I really had said in my mind that I probably would never get married until Ashrael went off to school. Because believe it or not, I was just kind of fearful to be a wife. So I had told myself that was just something that I did not want to happen for me. And I was just going to be content with raising her as a single mother. But I think once you be honest up front, I wouldn't bring anybody around your child until it's something serious. You just don't want to bring, people in and out of your kids' lives, and then we lie and say uncles and all this type of mess. And so I would not do that, but you for sure have to set up healthy boundaries. And if you see it's something that's going, more serious, for sure, you're going to have to add your child in to be sure that this person loves both of you all, because you are absolutely a package deal. One thing I love about my husband's grandmother, and he told me about it later, when she found out that we were moving from friends to, something else. She was like, Brian, if this woman is a woman that you say you love and you're going to have other children with her, you cannot treat Ashriel any different. And this was before, we got married, before we had any kids. And so I was so thankful. But, again, his parents was in Ashriel's life. They kept her when she was 4 weeks, because I had to go back to work, and the daycare wouldn't take her for 6 weeks. So, she was in his family's life. But of course, we were not dating, we were not engaged or any of those things. He was just my best friend, and they was helping out, his best friend. So I would not add them in until that this is something serious,
So, and I think the way you keep God at the forefront of it is pacing yourself in the midst of a dating relationship. Very often, especially, and I think I probably see this more often than not, when it's a single mother context and there is an opportunity where someone is interested, a lot of times there's a rush to make things progress faster than they should.
Yeah.
And we don't take the necessary time to learn the one we're about to introduce to a child. So I would say, even in the midst of that, pace it. Don't introduce them too soon. And I will go a step further. Don't introduce them until y'all have had a couple of good fights. Okay, have a couple of good, we ain't on the same page and we got to figure this out.
Because you need to know, we always tell people, you need to know the level of crazy, each one is. How far do you go? Do you know how to fight fair? You going to be petty and get on social media and do all these subliminal messages? Because men, I'm telling you, women, believe it or not, men watch that type of stuff, because what it tells them, when you cannot hold your emotions intact, they saying, it's only so far I want to go with you. And usually that's typically naked and in the bed. And anything outside of that, I don't want to do, because you have too much drama. A lot of times I see women say, oh my God, I want to be married. Oh my God, I want to be married. And they send me these messages, and I go on their social media, and I'm just like, wow, you ain't ready, pumpkin. You ain't ready, sweet pea. Because this is the thing. Yes, we have disagreements, but you will never see me on social media blasting him because I'm upset because of something that he's done.
Even a passive aggressive.
Yeah, you won't ever see me in a church acting. And the thing is, and it's not being fake, because you know what I'm saying. Yes, I get upset, but it's not even being fake. But it's the respect I have for him. You know what I'm saying? With the man, the personhood of him. Maybe the act that he did hurt my feelings. And one thing we would always say, I say, oh my God, that hurt my feelings. And I had to start saying, this man loves me. He did not wake up today and say, let me figure out something to really upset Anika and really hurt her feelings today. It is just an action. Same way with me. Sometimes I can say something. I got 50 things on my head. The kids have my name 90 times. He called me. I'll be like, yes. And my face is like this. But my heart is like, yes, babe. That's what I think I'm doing. But
and vice versa.
And vice versa. Yeah. And so sometimes, we have to be like, hey, yes, grace.
So, okay. So as y'all have noticed, I'm crumbling a whole lot of cookies.
Is that how many cookies?
Yep, you can put as many as you want. I like cookies in my banana pudding. Consequently, I put the whole daggone pack. I crumble the whole pack. It's 24 cookies.
24 cookies.
So I'm crumbling all of them. Now, you don't have to do as many. You can do as many as your palate
desires. But you got more cookies than you got pudding. Sweet pea. But just show me.
Was it good yesterday?
It was.
Well, let me mind my business.
Okay, mind the business.
I need a spoon or something, baby.
Okay.
Hold on. I need another question, but I got cookie all over my hand. Let me see. Let's see. Are there times where God has revealed certain things to you, Anika, about your family and ministry before your husband? If so, how do you communicate it? Do you wait? Let me ask that first. I'll let you take it. I'm going to be honest. I think when God gives a husband a good helpmate, a lot of times he'll show it to them before we see it. And very often, I think the part we've had the biggest struggle at times is figuring out how she communicates what she has seen.
Yeah.
A perfect example is we landed in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
God, I swear to you, I kid you not.
Yeah.
The day we landed, she looked at me. It was 117 degrees when we got off that plane. She looked at me. She said, "Brother, you got 5 years."
Brother.
And I was like, "Man, we gonna be here the rest of our life. This is what we about to do. This is what God called me." And she said, "We're gonna be here 5 years." And I promise you, almost to the month.
Yeah, and we
were
weren't
there
even
5
looking to
years.
move. That's the crazy thing. That
Yeah.
what God honored in that we were about to build a new church building. We were already purchasing land and all of these things, and so that's what we were getting ready to do. And you know, it was seeming so easy. That's what made it crazy. Everything was so easy with this
Go ahead,
land purchase and all of these things. And you know, he would come home and like, oh babe, we did this, and something in my spirit wouldn't even. I was like, baby, you ain't about to be in no church, but all right, glory be to God, because the Lord already told me. But all right, but you know, so I still try to be supportive. But what I had to learn to do is started saying, Lord, please begin to reveal it to him. And then I had to start not being prideful when the Lord would reveal it to him. Then I was like, the Lord told me that 6 months ago. So you act like this is epiphany. You know what I mean? But if I'm saying, Lord, show it to him, and the Lord do just what I prayed, it doesn't matter if the Lord gave it to me first. And sometimes I would write it down just as a reference to say, man, you know, God gave that to me, and I've been praying this over you. Because listen, the man of God go to bed, I'd be like, God, get in his mind.
And you know what? Sometimes I'd be like, God, touch his head. And I think part of that is also knowing we're just gonna mix it all together, guys. Just mix it together. The other part of that is knowing the gift set that you married to or you married into.
Yeah.
So
and I am a seer,
so I know Fanika is probably more of a seer than most people have any clue of. Fanika sees, she sees well, she sees often. That's why I could never be a cheater, because I think God would show her and I would be in a lot of trouble. So thank God for being married to a woman that's got good eyes and that sees. Can you be a psychologist and a Christian at the same time? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The short answer is yes, and we need more professionals that are believers as well.
Absolutely. Because a lot of times what we do is when we do our little, you know, counseling just based off of life and based off of biblical principles, what we do is always try to direct our person to a licensed therapist, psychologist, whatever it is that we feel that we need, because sometimes we can over spiritualize some things that people just need a couch for, and some people actually need even medication for. And I won't even get into that, because I know a lot of Christians have, you know, their say about that, and we just, you know, believe that we can, you know, pray some things away, and you know, we don't have to have any processing, we don't have to have chemical imbalances. So I won't even go into all of that. But yes, short answer is yes, you can do both, because we always, all right, we got what, 6 in the church.
Well, more than that.
Maybe we listen. We keep them staffed up. Okay,
we try to keep them busy.
Listen, we refer them on out, and you know, a lot of them do great payment plans or whatever. And yes.
Okay. Let's see. I saw another good one.
I can't see, but I'm looking in bad, but I can't see nothing.
Yeah, and this is why I am trying my best. If y'all give me a month, I'm really trying my best to have Fanika's mentorship piece up. It would be a mass mentorship piece that we would do.
What made you say that? That was random.
Because somebody asked about it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I can't see. I'm so sorry.
I know. Close your eyes. Father, she got all this glitter. That's why she can't see the screen.
Shut up!
I'm trying my best. I'm working.
My eyes is cute and I'm bad, baby, but I can't see nothing. Baby, I need a magnifying glass.
I've been working while we're in quarantine, trying to get ready to do this mass mentorship for her. And starting it off as a 4-week something so I don't overwhelm her. But yeah, I'm trying real hard. Okay, guys. So again, mine has a high cookie consistency. A very high, everybody shout it with me. Cookie consistency. Cookie consistency. Let's see, I want to be sure. Wait, are y'all blending the bananas in? This is a game change for me since I hate bananas in pudding. Now, you can blend the bananas in. I actually love the taste of bananas.
Yeah, but if you
some people don't like the texture. You can blend it in, and it will be just as good. Okay, let me see.
You cannot. I think they didn't like them.
Oh, let's see. What is y'all's perspective on relationship expectations or expectations within the relationship? You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think it is an expectation if it's not something that's been spoken. And I think a lot of times we create expectations out of our experiences and not necessarily out of what God is doing in the moment of that relationship.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I need a knife while I'm being funny.
Okay.
Leave me alone. So,
like this kind?
Yeah, that'll work. So I would say...
Oh, no, let me get you a spatula.
Okay, that's even better. That's what I meant, a spatula. So I would say the only way you set proper expectations is through communication. A lot of times, because men and women are wired so differently, like y'all are a little touched. I'm just convinced every
I got a
woman,
spatula in my hand.
every woman. Now I ain't getting no spatula. Every woman got a, y'all got way God made you. He had to put a tinge of crazy in every woman. And so because y'all got a little tinge of crazy, sometimes we just got to be careful of, how we word stuff. But in doing expectations, every man is different, every woman is different. So if we're going into a new relationship expecting the same outcome as the last, if you're in a new relationship, that means the last one didn't last. So it means that something went wrong. So you can't expect out of a new individual the same thing that happened in the last situation. You have to, everybody shout it, communicate.
Yeah, you have to go in it fresh. Now, yes, you need to learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely.
And the thing about it is, even with every past relationship, even as it pertains to my daughter's father, I had to still look at the parts that I could have, done differently, as well, just as a growth, a point of growth. But I could not take the mentality that I had with him into this relationship. He is two different people, and so I always try to go in with fresh eyes, fresh perspective. But a lot of times we go in with our hurts, and we go in with our fears, and we go into the next relationships with our past traumas. And so a lot of times what I had to start doing is saying, Lord, take that part out of me. And that's why I think my husband and I, we were friends for so many years, and the Lord would not allow me to see him in that light, because I would have ruined it because of the traumas of my past relationship. And the Lord had to allow me to heal from that, so I would not carry that over. You would just be putting a comma there and just doing a run-on sentence and going on into the next man, without putting a period and putting it in and closing that book and then saying, hey, let me start something new. Let me start something fresh. And so a lot of us, a lot of people just do these, what I call run-on relationships. You just go from one to the next, and you just continue to pick up the bad habits and all those things. But I always say to yourself, what if even some of the things that I could have done differently to grow? I mean, I still do it even as a wife of some things from last year. I'll say, man, where's some areas that I just didn't hit the mark with, of some of expectations, not that he puts on me, expectations that I put on myself. Because I think all of us need to have healthy expectations of ourselves, because we can ask people to have all these expectations and make all these 11 things we want them to do, and we don't have no expectations of ourselves. You know what I mean? So there's some things that we have to step up and do even in ourselves before we can even ask others to do it.
Great. I mean, that was really good. My God. That sounds like a whole mentorship program all by itself. So guys, here is...
Don't have no run-on relationship.
Yeah, no run-on relationship. That's a whole...
Let me smooth you.
I wasn't done.
Okay.
See, you just trying to take my pie over.
You smooth you. Ooh, let me.
These shoulders just gotta smooth something.
I gotta smooth you.
So
yellow.
Have you all ever had to take a break from each other in your dating season? If so, how did you all handle it without giving up on the relationship or prematurely entering back in it?
Well, I guess for us, we dated long distance from the jump.
That was engaged long distance.
Well, we ain't dating really before, though.
Yeah.
So
really, the short answer to that is no, we haven't.
Yeah.
But I guess the long answer for that is right here. If there comes a place in a relationship that's building where there's a need to take a break, there's a couple things that should be said before the break is taken. Number one, that you both are invested in revisiting it. Yeah. All right. So that no one has in their heart the hope that this is going to mend or be better while the other one's already checked out.
Yeah.
Typically, if we say we need a break or we need to get some time away from each other, depending on how serious the relationship is, if one person is screaming break, they're really screaming checked out.
Yeah.
So You have to communicate expectations. Okay, so if we're taking a break, is this a couple weeks? Is this a couple months?
And if we're taking a break, does that mean we date other
That's
people?
it. What are the boundaries?
And what are the boundaries?
Yep.
Because if that person is saying, I just, what I'm saying, I ain't feeling this right here, and then you find out, they on a date with, 50
Such and
11
such.
women, such and much.
That means God ain't working on you. You were trying to work on something else.
Yeah, you just trying to test drive that thing and see if the grass is green on the other side. So, and that works for women and men. That's just not a man thing. I've seen women do it and try to say, oh, such and such has more money, and so let me see. And because I don't know if I really want to date and wait for potential. I often laugh a lot of times when people say things like, oh my God, you and your husband are relationship goals. And I was like, when we started out, y'all wouldn't have looked at this brother. Y'all wouldn't have looked at this brother. But and not what I'm saying in looks. What I'm saying is because now this is such a society where everybody has to have it all together. Nobody wants to build with anybody anymore.
But you didn't have to say it like that.
No,
like you just said that like I was busted in the skull.
I'm sorry. But one thing I loved about my grandparents, I grew up in a large house. By the time I got older, the house was large, and they would often go through the house and say, oh, our dining room, that used to be the garage, and da-da-da, and this was a 2-bedroom home, and now it's a 20-some room home, and all this here type of stuff, and everyone's like, oh my God, this house, and my granddaddy said, I ain't have none of this, when I married her, and I told her what I was going to do for her, and she believed what I told her, and and so because of that, I believe they was able to build and sustain such a long lasting marriage until he left this earth, because he had somebody that he was able to build with. I think things hit a little different when you know what I'm saying? We have built this life together, then saying, hey, I need you to have this. Now, and let me just put this in here. Now, there are some people who say they have potential and they don't. And how do you measure that is by their patterns. And if you, so even though when we first got married, I was the breadwinner only because he was getting his master's degree. And it was a conversation, you let me get through this and you ain't got to ever worry about it. If you want to work, that's going to be your choice. And he began to show me patterns of how serious he was about what he needed to do for his family. Unfortunately, I had to leave that job because I got pregnant and got sick. And so he ended up taking a 3rd shift job and still did his master's in divinity program. And that began to show me, even though we were struggling and we was in a little duplex, I see that this man would do anything that he has to do for his family. He was forfeit sleep. He would work, a job he don't want to work. And then all of a sudden the church, ended up hiring him. But I saw him working even though we didn't have it tangible before us. And so I think because we were able to build from that place, I think he was able to respect me and I was able to respect him.
So if you need a break, just communicate what those expectations are and how y'all expect it to look on the other side. Okay, guys, this is what.
Oh, look at your pie, baby.
So what you do is you put it in the freezer for at least 2 hours. Let it get a little harden up a little bit, and that was easy. Yeah. I had one I was going to show you, the one I made yesterday, but Ashriel dropped it on the floor, so it's gone. Yeah, she dropped it this morning, as a matter of fact.
That thing. I like this question. It said, how I can see this one a little bit. How do you reignite an intimate relationship
after having kids, and how do you manage different sexual drives in a marriage? Okay.
The thing is, when you say the word reignite, even with children, it has to be something that you never let go out. And I know people don't like the rule of thumb where I always say my husband comes first. And I know it seems, right, it's all about your kids. But when you really put it in the order of God and biblically, your husband is always supposed to come first. Sometimes even when I'm dead tired, can I say buzzard? No, I can't say that.
You can.
No, I ain't gonna say that word. You still got to do your duties. You know what I'm saying? And so I often get tickled. We get in meetings and people say, oh, we got these kids and these sex drives, child, please. That man be probably trying to hide from it because you know what I'm saying. But I think if we just don't let it go out from the jump, if we keep saying, I know that this is a part of something and that our marriage needs. Listen, sex is one of those things that can take a lot of that tension out, just that harboring of feelings, baby. Baby, listen. Baby, listen. I ain't even mad no more. You understand what I'm saying? Baby, I ain't never been that mad. I ain't never been that mad. Baby, tap, rub, whatever. I ain't never been that mad. But the thing is, you have to not let those pieces die because you have children. One thing about us, and a lot of people don't even understand. I'm like, all right, y'all gone, because I gotta spend some time with my man. And I'll say that to my kids just like that. And they be like, oh my God, mom, bye. Whatever, y'all gonna spend your time. But because we make it such a part of our lives and such a part of our,
we make it normal. Like,
yeah,
even with our kids.
Yeah, because that's how it was with my grandparents. Now that they was just nasty, but it was one of them things like, y'all, go down there and sleep with your sister because we have sex tonight. Now I don't do that with my kids, but that is how I was raised. So I don't know if it was just a difference because they just kind of turned up in my house. My grandparents was just nasty, and so ratchet. What did they say? Mark the Stallion. How did they go? Bougie, nasty. They were just nasty. I will have to come back and tell the story about the first time my husband spent the night and just what they were doing. It's just terrible. But because of the way we are with our kids about it, like even if you all follow me and saw our date night, how excited our girls were to help me, pick out stuff. And I always try to even let them be included with stuff like that. What y'all think I should wear? What do you think Dad will think I look cute in? And things like that. And so because we make it so normalized they know when it's time for mom and dad to have time, they know we can be talking. They'll walk down the stairs and tell us something, and they'll see just kind of we just all up in each other's face, baby, because I be all up on them. And they'll go, I'll just tell you tomorrow, mom. And they just gone back upstairs. So I think because we make it so normal in front of them, it makes it easier.
Amen. I agree 1,000.
Tell them, Mark the Stallion, how you threw your hip out.
I'm not gonna go into that. We'll
dancing with these kids.
We'll record a video about that. We'll record one. Y'all, I threw my hip out.
Baby, he threw his hip smooth out.
Pray for me. All right. We'll take one more.
Yeah.
We'll take one more. We're gonna let y'all go, guys. But I do have an announcement. I'll wait for this last question to come through that we're gonna answer. So Thursday night, I need you all to find somewhere to park. I need you all to find somewhere to be. We are going to do a Couch Conversations live. So Thursday night, we're doing Couch Conversations live. So we're going to give y'all an hour. We've got something that we're going to share with y'all, part of our journey. That is very real right now. Part of our journey that we're going through right now, and we're gonna do it live, and we're gonna incorporate. I think.
Yeah, that's it, Savage. I listen to them songs. Now I don't know the little hip hoppity songs. Now I don't know them. I don't know them. Hip hoppity songs. I don't know them.
Mark, so I can't be Meg. I've been Mark. All right, so. But we're gonna Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing Couch Conversations live. So I'm hoping that'll. This has almost turned into a kitchen conversation.
Well, at least you completed the dish.
I did complete a dish. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 8 p.m. on the East Coast, we're going to be here live with the Couch Conversations. All right, so this is going to be fun. So if you have not liked and subscribed yet, go ahead and like this page, subscribe to this page.
What they say, foundation. Oh no, we're gonna have to change the time, guys, because the ones who in foundations that happened the last time, and people have to sign out. So maybe like
kind of late.
7 though.
7 is too early.
Okay.
Like I have to go to the office. All right, we'll post the time. We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
we'll figure something out. Last question. I want to. That was a good one that I just saw. How did you manage being friends with Lady Anika when God revealed her to you as your spouse and she was still healing? I think the greatest thing was just having patience for her process.
Yeah.
Anika always had a man. Like even when she was not with.
All of this. Of course, I always had a man. Go ahead.
Even when she.
I told y'all that little stuff look good, but baby, it don't feel good.
Thursday is for everybody, so everybody be able to come in.
Baby.
Everybody be able to come in Thursday, so it's everybody session.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're fine. But But dang, I forgot my point.
You were saying how did
Oh,
you
having to be patient,
Yeah,
patient in
patient.
the process. So she always had a man, always. I ain't saying it like she was just a runaround girl or round
Now I
way
always had
girl.
long lasting relationships.
Yeah.
I have. Don't play me.
I do I need to call Florida's name?
Florida, I ain't never dated no in Florida.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
His mama told you y'all was married.
That's what his mama said. Y'all, I went to a church service. This lady said, I was in it trying to buy the tape from the preacher in the bookstore. This lady said, you supposed to, the Lord, I saw you come in this church, and the Lord told me you were supposed to be my daughter-in-law.
And Anika flew the man here.
You a liar? His mama flew him here.
She flew over to Huntsville.
And needless to say, it did not work out.
Babe, what'd you say when he got off the plane?
She showed me a picture of him of about 5 years before what he looked like when he got off the plane. That joker got up there like he had swallowed a whale. I said, shit, I know you lie. Now I like I'm big, but got doggone. Now dog got doggone. Shoot.
Y'all, I'll never forget that.
Baby, I called him. I said, baby, I was looking for him to come down to that terminal. Y'all, I was rubbing out there. I called him. I said, babe, I said, Brian, this joker is wide as he is tall. This lady showed me a senior portrait.
Showed Anika senior portrait.
Ma'am.
This guy was 25 at this point. I mean, large and in charge.
I mean larger than charge.
The game had changed.
No, we were younger than 25. It was
what, 22 then?
Yeah, about
23.
22, 23.
Oh, my goodness.
Baby,
Bless my life.
I said,
Bless
baby,
my
the
life.
funny thing is, he was the first one I called. Why he was coming out of tournament? I'm talking to him. I said, I want to go out this. I had some explicits because I was pissed.
But Anika saw the glamour shot. She saw
that glamour
She
shot.
saw the senior portrait.
That joker didn't even have no haircut. I said, this ain't gonna work. This.
Oh, it blessed my life. God, Lord have mercy. All right.
Ooh, babe, I forgot about that.
Oh, I will never let you. I almost called his name. I almost called his name. I will never forget. So I just had to have a lot of patience. I mean, I felt like I knew what I knew, but even while knowing what I knew, I can't say like it wasn't. I was in and out of dating relationships too. So it wasn't like I'm just gonna be here and be steadfast
But they wasn't on me. They wasn't on me, baby. They wasn't on me. They wasn't on me. He got the revelations, baby. Think it's where it's at, baby. He got the revelation, baby. He had to wait, baby. He said.
But you ain't thick then.
I was bigger than them.
Not by much. So look here. Little Lele head toss is so dumb. All right, so it was just patience and just timing. So I think that what this is just a real manifestation of just the timing of God. Not rushing anything, letting it happen the way God wanted it to happen.
Yes, very organically.
Yeah.
I think is and not forcing anything. And I think that's probably been the beauty of our friendship.
Yeah.
And even when I'm mad, I hate to miss a good laugh with him. And so, even those type of things, because I'm not the one that's going to apologize first. I'm just going to be honest. But I do say, I sure hope he come in here and apologize, but I sure still want to share a good laugh. But I got to keep up my reputation. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep up my reputation. So I can't be right here apologizing. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep up my reputation. No, I'm just playing. But that's the thing. That is one of those things that I have to say, okay, Anika, you have to do better than that. You have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to do self-reflection. A woman, God, you got to grow in that area. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you hard, baby. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay to I was talking proper last week. I'm talking like kind of like Drizzy, like, I just get me a, reputation. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got a reputation to hold up. But a reputation to hold up. But no, really, it is one of those things that I often have to say, Anika, that's not right too. That he's the one, that always apologize, baby. Your stuff stank too, so you know what you need to, you know what I'm saying. You need to
but this has nothing to do with this subject. And I think I'll have to come back and I'm going to do a session for the husband strictly on this, and then I'm done. It is hard to stay mad at somebody you stay in intercession for. It's next to impossible.
Now that's good.
are really praying, and this is for even for the singles as you're preparing and waiting for that day to come. If you're really praying for your spouse, it's hard to stay pissed at somebody you pray for. So even if like it's a tough moment, what I've learned is when I intentionally turn my face away from what's happened and choose to pray for Fanika, it's why I can come back and apologize so quick, because God will always remind me.
So was this a sweet rebuke?
No, it actually wasn't. It was actually just kind of a lesson go along with that. I wasn't even talking to you because I believe you pray for me, so I wasn't even talking about you.
Yeah, I feel like there was a rebuke. But you know
Okay,
what?
it was.
But you know what? You know,
Okay.
people always say you got the ability to fire people. People go to the car just smiling like, oh, wait, was I fired?
Yeah,
So I
maybe
said,
it
that was so nice. I was
that.
like, this is amazing. But wait a minute,
Yeah.
is he talking to me?
Yeah, maybe that was a rebuke. Maybe that was one. I didn't even realize it. So the way
Get me together.
the way I keep my heart clear with Fanika, because like any other couple, I don't want y'all to think because we laugh and y'all catch a lot of our laughs on social media that our whole lives are social media, because it's not.
Right.
Like we have our moments like
Absolutely.
any other relationship. We have our days like we want to walk past each other and not speak, and like, you know what, you just get on my nerves.
Absolutely.
Ugh. But it's really hard to consistently stay mad with somebody that you're in prayer for.
That
And
is really good.
And then Fanika just has this thing, like once we do talk, I think if Fanika sheds one tear, like for me, it just like, okay, whatever it was, whatever I was mad about, it ain't even that big of a deal
Shoot,
anyway.
put you something sexy on and shed a tear.
Ladies, put on, here's your key, put on some
Pimp trick, baby.
You know, you only have to shed a tear. You put on the right lingerie, I'll forget everything. But
You just really hurt my
Put on your red
It
dress.
just really hurt my feelings when you said
Woo-wee. Y'all,
that's a pimp trick, baby.
a
No.
pimp trick is so dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh,
Okay.
you mad? Baby, I walk right there, baby. I walk so slow, baby. Baby.
And I'll
Baby.
I'll turn my back and ignore
Baby.
for about 15 seconds.
Okay,
About 15
tell the
seconds.
truth.
About 15
Tell
seconds.
the truth.
All right, so guys, Sunday dinner's coming to an end. It is a banana pudding pie. Banana pudding pie. Banana pudding pie. And if you need like recipes and
The
stuff,
real recipe to it. Give me
listen,
the real
Stovetop Kisses.
Stovetop Kisses.
Yeah,
It's her
Stovetop
name
Kisses.
on YouTube. Y'all need to go follow her.
Yep.
Listen, the girl is amazing. She's our
she cooks,
sister,
cooks.
and she cooks, and
This is what I give you. She told me that mine was the great value version.
yeah.
But
She
is
said
what
this is
mine
a great
ended up
value
looking
version.
like.
But listen, go over to her page, Stovetop STOVETOP Kisses, baby.
You better spell it out for me.
Listen,
You better spell it.
listen,
You better
listen.
spell it.
You can't cook women. You go over there and practice.
Listen, she'll teach you how.
She'll
All right.
learn you something.
So Thursday night, our plan is to see y'all at some point. We're gonna see y'all.
Somebody said we need a
Thursday night.
podcast. You know what's the funniest thing is why I really struggle with podcast mentorship. If I can be 100% totally
Uh-oh.
honest, you know why?
Uh-oh.
I hate the sound of my voice. I hate it. I never ever go back and listen to myself preaching. I used to sing all the time. I never ever go back and listen to singing or anything like that. I hate the sound of my voice.
Which is
I often would be
amazing.
like, oh my God, babe, I'm so country. And so a lot of times I can get intimidated, and then because I am so real, and sometimes I don't even know what's going to come out of my mouth. I'm not a think first, speak type of girl. If I feel it, I say it, and and so sometimes, yeah, baby, get it sopped up, baby. But I really hate the sound of my voice, and sometimes I cannot trust my brain and my mouth because it just come out so quickly. Pastor really has to tame me, and when we go to the little frou-frou places, I get there, y'all. I'm telling you, I be quiet as a church mouse. He just gets so tickled. He said, "You about to bust over there." You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think people have expectations that I'm supposed to sound a certain way, and I just don't. And like I said, my mouth speaks a little quicker than I can process what is being said. And
Which
so
is
sometimes
all the
it just
reason why you
betrays
need
me
it.
sometimes. So I just be
y'all
nervous.
tell her that's
but
all
I just
the
be
reason
like,
why
I
she
am just
needs to.
country as a box of rocks. And I
But
just
that's all the reason why you need to do it.
I don't know if I could do a podcast.
But
I did do one with my brother Brandon Clack though. Go follow his thing.
She's gonna do some video mentorship soon and very soon.
Soon.
I mean it very soon. And there's always an audience that awaits your sound. That's
Oh,
good.
wow.
Amen. I agree with that 150%. All right, guys, we will see y'all Thursday night. Y'all may see something before then, but y'all will definitely see us on here Thursday night. You'll have another one of these by Thursday?
I will have another moo by Thursday. So I'm going to go and take some pictures in this, and because you all can't see the beauty of it, and I might even do a slow-mo video so you all can really get into this, Clark, Pipette, whatever you want to call it. Like, keep it up on the shoulders is, really holy. And who can make a moo look sexy, baby? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I will have another moo for next week, and I will have me another thing of good old Ocean Spray cranberry juice.
Thank y'all so much. We love y'all. We'll see you soon.